You are now listening to The Final Third.
I think Pepe's so coachable.
Wow, you should be in
just need to
prison.
shake him.
You should be in prison. We bailed you out. We bailed you out to come and play this season. You're out here disgracing us. You should be in prison. You facing charges.
Yeah.
Oh God, you're looking nice, Julie. It's like a fresh wig.
The glasses looking.
Not really.
Huh?
It says the glasses. It adds an extra pizzazz.
Yeah, extra pizzazz. It's giving smart vibes.
Man's already looking for the Arteta bounty, fam. Nathan don't rest. Nathan's quick with it.
Literally. He's waiting for 3 p.m. to hit so he can hit that link.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I think it slaps. I think we can make it work. I think we can make it a vibe. We can make it a vibe next season, guys. We just gotta buy into it. You just gotta buy into it.
Who's
It's
we?
just not even high. It's not even high pitch enough to be like a song, a little jingle. The jingle sucks. Jingle sucks. I said, when they rush in.
We can make this a vibe. We can make this a vibe. Nah, we're definitely gonna get into some Arsenal talk. We're definitely gonna get into that. It'd be wrong not to.
Just all
Be wrong.
I ain't watching
Be wrong not to.
council football this weekend.
Shem needs to have his validation moment, because when everybody was getting on the Arteta hype train, Shem was like, cool down, take a breath.
They have to come, but they're not. They've got to come in the stream. All of them got to come in the stream, man.
They got to say them. You got to speak to them face to face. You don't got to do a get well soon Arsenal. Get them back. You do.
We do, because they cussed us out, man. They were telling us we were haters. They were telling us trust the process.
I'm not even trying to sound flip floppy right now, but come on, man. Like, shit don't change just like that. And for me, anyway, let's get into the rundown. I don't want to go off here. Let me save it for the actual Arsenal segment.
All right, let's kick it off then.
Why have you got a mic?
Why don't you have a mic?
Because
important questions.
we give a budget, and the budget is not used correctly. Why is the mic only gone to one?
Why did you get the mic? You get to go to the games.
3 people in this team, and we've only got one mic. Background.
All I'm saying is maybe producers have their favorites. That's all I'm saying. Maybe producers have their favorites.
Yeah, they do.
They do. We can see it evidently.
You need to speak to. You can't speak to me about that. You got to speak to production about that.
Yeah, production. I hope you're watching.
Oh. Where are we kicking off? We're kicking off in London, Wembley.
Yeah, Wembley.
Yeah, man. Talk us through, because you went to watch one of the semi-finals. So, how was that? Palace.
Hold on. Do I need to get the scarves back out? Don't worry, I'm gonna get the scarf out, Nathan. Don't worry. Yeah, disrespecting me like that. Just see the little toilet in the background with the sink.
Yeah, the little silver toilet in the back.
Be fair.
How was Wembley?
Palace make a racket, man. I love it. 2022, 2023, you're gonna see me at more Palace games than you see me at Old Trafford. 100%. 100%. Let's say bang your doors for banks. Nah, man, the atmosphere was crazy. I can't lie, man. The atmosphere was crazy. Chelsea fans ain't make no noise at all, man. Literally, it was just like, you see how there was that end at the for Crystal Palace that was going crazy, bouncing the smoke and everything. Maybe it's because Chelsea's been here too often. Maybe I'll give them that. Maybe they've been here too often and they don't get excited for semi-finals. But when I say it was literally one side making the noise, but in terms of the actual match,
the match, man. Why you talk about noise? Is this 50?
No, I gotta give you the atmosphere. I gotta give you everything. I ain't just go there for the match. I went there for the experience. Big up D as well. Big up D Palace. Big up my boy, man. Got me the tickets. Got me in there. But in terms of the match, I feel like ultimately Patrick Vieira lost that one for Crystal Palace because I think he's seen Chelsea go up against Southampton and Real Madrid and like pretty much tear them apart and play excellently. And he's thought, I'm not gonna stick to my own game plan. I'm not gonna. He didn't think about Crystal Palace first. He thought about Chelsea first, and that's why he decided to go three at the back. It matched them up in the first half, and it was a cagey first half. There wasn't a lot of chances. There was a Chiarte chance, which was pretty much the main one, but it's not like they were creating bucket loads. Like it was very much you go three at the back, I go three at the back. We're gonna cancel each other out, and there wasn't much going on. And that's where like we've seen good Palace performances where they go at the opposition and that they make themselves a nuisance for the opposition. And Palace didn't do that in the first half. Second half, Chelsea come out and they're completely on top. They're completely on top, and you can see that if something doesn't change, there's going to be a goal soon. And Patrick Vieira needs to make a change, and he makes a change, fair enough, but it's definitely the wrong one. He brought on.
What do you think about this? Because Palace fans are talking about the whole Conor Gallagher not being able to play.
This is exactly the point I'm about to make. He brought on Ayew. Ayew's strengths are running and like doing well for the team, but at that point, like just running and like working hard wasn't going to be enough to change the tide. Like Chelsea were attacking, they had control of the ball. Palace couldn't get out. They needed something to get them out. That player was Elise. That player was definitely Elise. Elise had to be the first one to come on. Bringing on Jordan Ayew didn't change the game for them. It's like sort of like just going along with the flow. Like it doesn't do anything to change the game for them. At least when he came on, you could see him like there was so much space in behind Alonso, like so much space. And he was just crying out for someone to attack that space. Joe Ward that was playing right wing back, he couldn't do that. Like he doesn't have the legs to do that. He doesn't have the trickery, the 1v1. But if you put Elise up against Alonso, that would have been the perfect matchup just to relieve some pressure, put some pressure on Chelsea. Instead, it was Ayew. Even the players on the pitch, they looked confused because it was Ayew for Mateta. So Zaha went up front, and all of them were kind of like a bit confused, like on what's happening. Obviously, Zaha up front up against three centre backs is never really going to be a great outcome. Like that's not Zaha's strengths, and the subs pretty much killed Chelsea. Like he made the sub, but it didn't change the game, man.
It's not a bad shout. Nathan says Palace should sign Bellerin. You can't handle the pressure.
No. It doesn't match what they're doing. Go young and go with ability to improve.
Enough of that game. So they got swept aside.
Don't.
Enough of that game.
We don't give enough shine to. We don't give. This is talk about Crystal Palace in the semi-final of an FA Cup. Give them their plaudits. Give them their plaudits.
Yeah. Well, okay. What else do you want to say about Palace, man? 30 seconds.
Literally, just Chelsea weren't great. I can't lie. Chelsea weren't great in the match. It's literally they capitalized on Tyreek Mitchell's mistake. It's unfortunate because he's been one of Crystal Palace's best players this season, but he made the mistake. He got caught in possession and literally just ruthless. They countered, and within 6 or 7 seconds, the ball was in the back of the net. And then the Mason Mount goal, that was just a little bit of class. He literally took the ball on, popped it bottom bins. You can't do much about that. So in the end, Chelsea capitalized on the mistake. They weren't great. But first half, I don't remember them creating. Oh, that Havertz dive, yeah. He is shit. I can't believe he did that dive. Man did that dive knowing there's VAR, knowing there's going to be...
We haven't seen dives like that in a while, considering there's VAR's coming to the game. But yeah, it happens.
But yeah, literally, Chelsea just capitalized on poor mistakes.
Comments in there. Big up Mr. AVG. Big up Palace. Arsenal could never.
Be fair, you lot won literally like 2 seasons ago. Be fair.
I don't know what. I think he just started watching football last week. The fact that left his cheek and scored, and Wembley was sickening. Yeah, that was actually young dives. Yeah, it was actually young level dives. Let's go into the other game. Let's talk about the game that people watched. The game that most people watched.
Everybody watched Palace. The showtime.
Really? Did you watch Palace?
No.
Okay then.
You don't know football.
I was at church, mate. Easter Sunday, love.
Legit Easter Sunday. So, come on, let's go to the other Wembley game, the bigger Wembley game, man. Let's talk about that one.
I heard that game was crap. Like like the vibe, like vibes wise, it wasn't.
Oh, the atmosphere.
Yeah, like
They ain't Palace. They ain't bring the noise like Palace.
yeah, like obviously vibes wise, Palace were loud and whatever, but like apparently it was City just started.
Keep
like,
your FA Cup finals, man. We bring the noise. That's what we've. That's what...
Man City always have a problem with being quiet and getting a turnout. But let's just talk about the football because, like I said, this ain't 50-50. Why are we doing screamometer? Like, what's going on? Like, listen, let's talk about the compilations we keep seeing on
this
this.
is an FA Cup semi-final. You're talking about the football. You have to bring the vibe. You have to bring the vibe.
The magic of the cup, Shem. The magic
of the cup semi. And you're talking about, let's get to
Palace. I think Palace will swap quietness to be in the final. So
nah, they wouldn't.
Yeah, they would.
Our way or no way. Our way or no way.
Our. You used to get a grip, man.
Yeah, our way or no way. Yes, our way.
They won the noise. They won the noise scream off or whatever you want to call it. But let's go to Man City. City Liverpool. I did, but you've seen Thiago compilations. I've seen Cked compilations. Fabinho. I've seen all the compilations this in the last 2 days on Liverpool, and I guess Liverpool fans will want us to give them their just dues.
Give it to them, then. You gotta give it to them because you're always.
No, that was a layup.
Nah. You give it to them. Give them their dues. You want to give dues? Give our dues then.
That was their layup. That was their layup. Do you want me what?
Nah, go give them their dues. Give them their dues.
Thiago had a great game. Thiago had an excellent game. This is probably one of his best games in a Liverpool shirt. Everything was working. Aside the assist for Mane, just everything was bringing the ball down. He was strong in the tackle.
You dropped something nasty on Bernardo Silva's head.
Yeah. His first touch was clean, and then the execution was even better every single time. And he was just press resistant as well. So it was like old school Thiago, or Thiago Liverpool fans thought they would get straight away. And 18 months in, we're getting it now. So shout out to them.
Bit spicy.
What?
So that's a bit spicy. After 18 months, they're finally getting it. A bit spicy.
Was it?
Yeah.
Nah, I think I don't know. Listen, if you want your just dude, don't tell me how to package it. You're just gonna get it. Don't tell me you want what delivery service. You're gonna get it. So
doesn't matter if it's every
Hermes. They can never change. They ain't slick. But yeah. For me, Nathan says it has started as well. Comparison have started. Bernardo Silva over Thiago still and forever. Yeah, rightly. Me too. Bernardo Silva over Thiago, but Thiago played better in that game. If I'm being honest.
Doesn't mean you have to say better, but you dumped it. Sometimes you just have to appreciate a dumping.
It's coming like Konate is a goal scoring centre back now. Scored like 3 corners in 3 games in a row. He's an aerial presence.
You never go back.
Pardon?
Said what? Why did you respond like that?
What did you say?
I said, once you get the taste for goal scoring, you never go back.
Oh, you never go back. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
I don't even want to know what you heard.
He was fantastic. And to be fair, City were bad in the first half because they just got dominated. Like you're seeing Zach's, it's chalk and cheese. You see Edison and then Zach Stefan blunder the week after. It's just
Edison off Wish.
Yeah, I wish Edison is just like, bruh, because he took a touch, but the touch was in under himself, and he had to try to drag the ball. You haven't got time for all that. It's not Sunday League. The ball's got to go. It's got to be touch. It's got to go. If you're taking 3 touches, they've got to be.
When you sit on the bench so much, you look at some stuff and you think, you put me on the pitch, I can definitely do that. I can do that.
When you watch football for the majority of your life and not play, put me on the pitch.
You're sure you can? I can pull that put me on the pitch and I can do that. You saw what Edison did against Liverpool last week, and he was like, "That's not that hard. It looks bad, but it's not that hard. I could do it." And he wanted to prove it. And
my man said, "What Neymar, Messi? All right,
it's all right. There's not much quality out there, you know.
Not much quality out there.
Yeah, Stefan, he's just there. I don't once again with goalkeepers playing out, you're just gonna have to accept some bozo moments are gonna happen, man. It's unavoidable. Like more often than not, if they continuously happen, it's probably something to do with your tactics and the fact that your players are never in the right position at the right time. that's probably going to be a large reason why they keep me. But this is Stefan's not going to play forever. Like, he's not going to play regularly. Like, he's made the mistake.
Yeah.
Pep's not going to stop playing out of the back because his backup keeper messed up. Like, it is where, like, in this case, you got to eat that one. You got to eat it,
man. You just got to eat it.
Hold that one, man. You just got to hold that one. But what do you make of Mr. Grealish getting a goal in the semi-finals?
Nothing we don't expect.
Nothing.
All right.
There's nothing we don't expect. We're not going to celebrate a Grealish goal because it's normal. It's normal.
Let me see how normal. Let me see his stats. Let me see how normal it is.
That's what got him here in the first place. That's what got him to the big leagues in the first place. We don't expect that. Yeah, he had a blip recently. Please don't talk over me. Yeah, he had a blip recently. But yeah, he's back to where he needs to be with that goal. FA Cup semi-final goal, and now we push on. Probably Champions League semi-final goal. Let's see what he pulls out the works this time next week, next midweek games.
5 goals in 33
What are you looking
games.
at? What are you looking at?
This is normal.
5 goals in 33 games is considered normal. Fair enough. They are saying this is the new normal and all them things. So maybe you're right, Shem. Maybe you're right. You got this.
It's the clutchness of the goals. It's the importance of the goals.
It's the importance of the goals to get knocked out of the semi-final. That's a really important goal.
He initiated the comeback. He initiated the comeback, but didn't.
Woulda, but he didn't.
Yeah, it's a lot of if Olympics right now.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Just want to make sure we're on the same page, or like we're on the same train of thought in it. Like important goals, but then you get knocked out of the.
So you're complaining that he's scoring?
I'm not complaining. I just you said it was normal for him. You just said it was normal. I just wanted to clarify the definition of normal.
Scoring in semi-finals, it's normal.
It's just normal. Okay, cool. Just wanted to
scoring in semi-finals, normal.
He's done that. He's done that before, right?
Yeah.
He's done that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And when Villa went into the FA Cup final, I think he scored in the semis.
Yeah. No.
Fabian Delph. That was Fabian Delph and Grealish's team. They've been doing it since 2K15.
Yeah, no, bro. You ain't gonna tell me.
Let's go. Top 4 talks, man. Let's do that stuff, man.
Yeah, he doesn't, man. He doesn't.
DJ, get everyone mics. Don't come in here and try to step over the comment when you.
Oh wait. Sorry, just to confirm, just to clear up any misconceptions. Like, he didn't actually. I remember he played very well, but he didn't actually score in that semi-final. So again, new normal and them things. It must mean something different. New normal means something different, innit? Just
Grealish, Nathan Grealish. End of.
Why
so you have more impact, Pepe or Grealish? You know the correct answer to that.
On live.
Are you comparing someone who's been here for 3 seasons to someone who's been here for 1?
Shut up.
No, but be fair though. So we're talking about impact. We're talking about impact.
Yeah. No, we're
comparing
not.
Someone who's played who could have played.
No, but just in terms of impact. Okay, first season versus first season. Who had more impact?
First season versus first season.
Yeah.
Grealish.
Yeah, slam.
Grealish.
I hope everyone knows.
Okay?
Grealish. Stop comparing them bumps to Grealish, man. Grealish.
Nah, stop.
Your Grealish has been a bum this season.
No, he hasn't been a bum, man.
He told that he's been arse this season to hold
Champions League semi-final.
I swear he's one of the contenders for disappointment of the season in our poll. In
you lot's poll, you lot came up with the names.
Hold that. Because
you lot came up with the names. I didn't think you should have been there.
I like to be fair with you. I just like to give you all the information and then you can go from there. I don't like to put my 2 pence. I just like to give you the information and then you can go from there. Just wanted to make it clear he was one of the contenders for the most disappointing signing of the season. I thought I'd throw that in there.
What did you want for Grealish to do this season for Man City?
Look, mate, I don't want him to do anything. I just want him to be
great.
What
did you want him to do for Man City that they weren't already doing?
Bro, he leveled up from Boohoo Man to Gucci sponsorships, fam. That's levels. That's levels.
So what are we mad at right now?
I'm not mad at, bro. I love it. Man's leveling up from Boohoo Man to Gucci. We're talking big things here. You don't even have to worry about what's going on the pitch. You don't even have to worry about all of that.
Anyway,
This is sad. Don't worry, man. Don't worry, Shem. Just forget.
Anyways, top 4 talks. Arsenal lost to Southampton 1-0 away. We're going to start there first just because United won. and they're creeping back. I don't know how they're creeping back, but they're creeping back. Share, watch the game, talk us through what happened.
Banks, stop, man. Stop making noise, please.
So,
man, I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Banks.
We can't hear
Yeah,
nothing.
I don't. Yeah, word. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know where we go from here because it's just like you just want to win one game and then COVID to happen and the season just get called off because that's the only. Because I don't know how we're gonna roll on to the remaining 6 or 7 games to the end of the season. We can't get a win out of nowhere, and I don't even trust us to like win 3 on the bounce because people keep talking about fixture list. People keep talking about fixture list and stuff like who has the easiest run of games. All 3 teams competing for this spot. As Banks said 3 months ago, yeah, it's a race to the bottom. It doesn't matter if you're playing Norwich for 7 times in a row or if you're playing Man City 7 times in a row. 7 losses or 7 wins is not guaranteed with these 3 teams. Because Tottenham can turn City over like 3 times in a row. Arsenal can lose to Norwich. Like, do you get what I mean? There's no consistency within the 3 teams, and that's why they've been in these situations for like the last 3 or 4 years. Arsenal specifically, let's go back to the time when everything was ticking. Let's say about 4 weeks ago, and everyone was saying, "Oh, Arteta, great, he's doing fantastic. This is what you need. This is time."
I remember. I'm sorry. I remember when you lot were winning doing your 1-0s, and they said, "Oh, when Rob Holding comes on,
Villa.
It was Villa.
It was Villa. So
he says 3 at the back. It's a lot.
You know the game's wrapped up. Cool. Same energy. I want the same energy there because why is it not working now? I'll tell you why it's not working. It was luck. I'll just put it down simply to luck, and we were just riding on luck. Yes, we locked in them 1-0s. Yeah, what has changed though is that we don't lose them one. Like if we're 1-0 up, we can see out a game. But for me, I've always had a problem with the amount of chances we create. You had Odegaard performing at exceptional levels for like 4 or 5 weeks. It's gonna fizzle out. Remember last season when we had Saka and the back end, I think Smith Rowe performing at peak levels.
We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we had Saka and Smith Rowe performing at peak levels, and then it tailed off, and then everyone's like, "Yeah, they've run out of gas." It's not possible to be performing at optimal levels for like long periods of the season. It's very, very difficult for the owners to just be on 1 or 2 players, and it's fizzled out now. So, and then Arteta's mismanaged the way he manages players as well is sickening. Obviously, it's not the reason we lost, but I just look on the way in which he handled the whole Tavares thing. It's very easy to scapegoat someone like that. He played against Southampton, but I just don't trust any aspect of how Arteta wants to play, how he handles the players, even when Saliba comes back, how that's going to get handled, how we're going into summer and who we're going to get to play. Because we need 2 strikers, not 1. We've lost Aubameyang, we're going to lose Lacazette, and Nketiah's going. Nobody knows what's happening to Balogun. So we actually need 2 strikers and 2 peak strikers at that. Not 1 good one and 1 filler. We need 2 peak strikers. And the thing about Arsenal, what worries me the most is that when Arsenal want to like add to squad depth, they specifically buy people who aren't good enough. It doesn't make sense to me. They'll buy someone that's like, let's say 5-star or 4-star, then they'll buy someone that's 2 stars cover. That's not how life works. You buy 2 4-star players and then make them compete for the Chelsea do it all the time. The teams that win do it. Man City do it. That's what you should aim for. And don't tell me about you can't afford it. You can't. Yes, you can. You can. It's just a concept that they're trying to run with.
You can.
But as I don't know where we're gonna get a win from. Let me go through some of these comments because it wasn't luck.
You lot gotta talk to me about what do we get to talk about Saka yet? Because you lot were telling me best young. You had the best young group in the league at one point.
That doesn't change.
That doesn't. Yeah, I don't get it. Like Shem said last week, what good players can't have a bad moment.
I'm so happy you tuned into that, Jules. I'm so happy you tuned in.
I saw the snippet and I thought, let me go watch this. But I'm
just asking. This is for a lot of the young players. It's been a stretch now. So where do we go from here? I'm not questioning their talent. I mean, does Arteta does he rotate them out the side? Does somebody else need to come in? Pepe looks
rotate who out the side? The kids.
Yeah.
So the kids, you mean Martinelli, ESR, and Saka, right?
Yeah, ESR didn't start already.
So who are you saying he should pull out? Tom.
I'm asking, does Saka need a break?
We always say Saka needs.
We've been saying it even when he's had his good moments, he's needed a break. Like we've been saying it. It's nothing new. They've literally ran him into the ground.
We haven't got the squad depth to rotate Saka.
Give Pepe a chance. Pepe had a nice little run at some point in the season, but I forgot what point of the season it was. He had a nice little. He was giving a couple cameos, and then
Nicholas Pepe
on the right.
Nicholas Pepe has shown he can't be trusted.
Oh, shut up.
Put Saka left back or something. Let Xhaka go back into.
I thought you just said he needs to rest. So which one is it?
He doesn't need to play any.
Left back is a different role. Maybe he needs a mental refresh.
No.
He's done a lot of shifts out of right wing. Like maybe give him some time at left back. Let him just like fall out of the pressure of being the main attacker.
This makes the most sense.
Being the main attacker.
Nathan said it. Arteta has bad man management. We saw last season when Pepe was performing, he was still getting benched, which is true. It's like there's no formula as a player to guarantee your place within the squad, and that probably takes a toll on because we saw the same thing with Sambi. You're not saying that he's good enough. Not saying he was good enough to be starting, but Sambi had his best game and then was benched straight after the Newcastle one when he got man of the match. Yeah. He was benched. We didn't see him for like a good 3 months, and he wasn't injured. You need to with Arsenal. I don't know, like, and this is my main point with Arteta and with Arsenal fans that are Shemi. Can you see now he's doing well? No. Why does a manager have to be doing bad before he gets sacked? The best thing for Arsenal is if we get top 4 and then we say, Arteta, you've done your thing, man. Well done. Used us as a stepping stone. Go away. Go do your thing elsewhere and get someone else. Because this guy ain't level. He's not levels. He's not. When your back's against the wall, yeah, the top teams, like if everyone's playing shit, if your team's playing badly, the top teams can look at their manager and trust that, okay, he can get us out of the bag and he can get us out of it. And if he doesn't, he has a bad day. But with Arteta, I don't think I've ever felt like, oh yeah, cool.
You have a terrible record when coming down from 1-0.
Come again?
I said you have a terrible record in terms of coming back from like 1-0.
We don't have to come back. I think we've only done it once this season, and that was against
Wolves. Yeah,
that's it.
Like you lot, yeah. When the chips are down, like you lot, mentality monster hat crumble.
Bear in mind, we need to get some positive, optimistic Arteta fans in here. And need to drag them in by their collar and ask them what they want, because everybody was saying to us, we're not leaving England. We haven't left England this year. We haven't left England. We didn't get a plane anywhere this year. Yeah, just put that shit into perspective. Everywhere was fucking National Express up and down the country, getting on the coach. So you have no excuse in terms of mileage. Out of all the top teams, you got the least mileage. You have no excuse. So everyone draws comparison to Conte's Chelsea, that he took over when they finished 8th and Hazard was stinking it and they went to win the league. Now, if we put things into context, we didn't expect to win the league, but we expect to just fly up there. And at the start of the season, our squad wasn't good enough to be in the top 4, but your objectives change as the season goes on. All right.
That's a uni talk.
Yeah, we did a uni talk.
Legit.
The fact that you lot have just like completely just said, even if we don't get top 4, like somebody said on the TL, like there's literally no consequences for him, like not getting top 4.
How many free hits can one manager have? There's no consequences. This is fantasy. This is fantasy. If in anyone's line of work, you don't get this many free hits. How long do you want to be there? How long are you the new person at work for? How long are you the new guy? How long are you the new guy at work?
That's supposed to be onboarding the new guys, and he's acting like he's still the new guy.
How long are you the new guy at work? It doesn't make sense because the press still say, "Oh yeah, I still got this young squad, this new manager." You're not the new. If every line of McDonald's, you're the new guy for like two shifts. Everywhere else, Amazon, you're the new guy for that shift. Everywhere else, in any line of work, even in finance, you're the new guy for a month until you have to do a real job. Then you become part of the team. After one work drinks, you're not the new guy. No.
Wait, what?
When do you stop being the new guy? I mean, it's so frustrating, because it's like we still treat him like,
oh, does not like you.
But I said we was doing what Banks was doing back in the day, just hearing up freshers in every city. What sort of vagabond do you think I am, Nathan? You're not wrong, but why did you assume that? What
you did deny it. So there you go.
What
He's
made
not wrong.
you go?
If he ain't lying, he didn't do
You're
nothing
not
wrong.
But what made you go with that verse?
I don't know, man. You lot need to. Y'all get your He's lost for words. Lost for words because there's no way you bottle this, and people are so reactionary in the sense that everything's so definitive. Oh, this is the worst bottle job in. No, it's not. It's not the worst. It's not the worst of anything. It's just a bad. It's just a bad situation. It's bad. But don't say this is the worst we've seen a team bottle. No, it's not.
Worse.
It's just bad.
We've had worse.
That's not a funny club, man.
So now Ronaldo got a hat-trick. Where do you think you're going to finish?
We're still not going to finish in the top 4. I've come to terms with that. You lot.
So you're singing that song for yourself.
You're going to get top 4. Me, I've resigned myself.
Not really, because what team goes to the Conference League? It'll be United, no?
It'll be it's the 7th place team. It's just
yeah, but if one of the Europa League, if someone wins to get automatic promotion, then it'll be you.
What do you mean? So if what?
So who's not in? So let's say someone in Europa, let's say West Ham win. So let's say West Ham win, and they go to Champions League. Yeah, that means I think you would go to Conference League or something like that.
I mean, there's 5 teams in the. There's 5 teams in the. There's 5 teams in the Champions League, and there'll be 2 teams in the Europa League.
Yeah.
And who goes to the Conference League?
Still 7th.
It'll still be 7th.
Okay.
Yeah, nah, man. Don't worry, bro. I've resigned myself to us not going to Champions League. It's cool. It's cool. I've got my new Ten Hag hype to jump on. Don't worry. When I go bold and everything, I just copy Ten Hag. Don't be surprised. I'm cool with it, man. This Norwich match, all it told me is how much these players stink. Because Norwich were pamming us up and down the park for 60 minutes of that match. Pamming us up and down. And I'm looking at it, it's
that's what I thought.
We have this is Norwich, and they've had 15 shots on our goal. Are these players not embarrassed? You should definitely be embarrassed if Norwich is coming here and getting what they want.
There's a lot of process of elimination, because if you win the FA Cup, you go to Europa. If you win the FA Cup,
it depends who wins the FA Cup.
It depends who wins and where everyone else is in the position.
And then if Leicester win the conference, they go to Europa. So
whoever is meant to be in Europa will have to go to the conference because Leicester's in their position, basically.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but 7th will still 7th is still England's.
Yeah, 7th is still conference, but because West Ham are in Europa, if West Ham win the Europa League, United will have to go conference because West Ham has taken their position.
Something like that. But I think
hey, man, don't worry. If anything, I'll just find out the theme tune for the Conference League and I'll start singing.
I don't think they have one yet. They haven't got one. There's no song. It just starts.
It just starts with that green, that ugly cup.
It's green though. It's green and silver.
Green.
You're right, man.
It can't be any worse than you. You're
going to Google the song.
It is worse.
This is what I mean. You lot aren't prepared. You lot aren't prepared. You lot don't know what's coming in the next couple of games. Anything could happen.
I think a great comment here to give context. CJ said Europa Conference is still rubbish to United.
Yeah, facts.
Because you lot don't know how to make. I make a vibe for myself, and I'll turn conference into a party.
Oh, you're gonna watch that?
I'll turn into a party. I'll be there.
You're nasty.
I'll be traveling to Albania.
Yeah, actually, it's true. Yeah. It's actually true. You'd go anywhere to turn anything into a dance. Can we talk on? Can we please speak on in terms of? Can we please speak on Harry Maguire in terms of do you think this abuse here is I was having a debate earlier. Do you think this abuse is warranted, and do you think it's fair?
On Harry Maguire?
Yeah, or not abuse. This criticism.
Yeah. He's been rubbish.
Well, that he's crap.
Yeah, sometimes you've been rubbish. Would you why do we need to protect that?
I think he's one of the most protected England players.
He's not being abused for his appearance. He's not being abused for his religion. He's genuinely being abused because he's been genuinely rubbish. At some point, you can't protect. You can't protect from everything. You're being booed because you've been bad. Football fans have a right to their opinion. Same way they boo, the way they boo Pogba. The way they boo Pogba, fans have been booing Pogba because they think he's been playing rubbish. Whatever. That it is what it is. He's an easy target. he's an easy target, so they're gonna boo him. Like fans have a right to their opinion, whatever. But when he's being booed, if someone's being booed or abused for because of their appearance, religion, obviously that's wrong. But end of the day, like you're not gonna shut fans up because you don't believe somebody's been playing badly, so they shouldn't be booing this. Like, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. Like
I
people
feel like
protect Maguire because
he's one of the most protected England players we've seen in a while. Harry Kane is obviously the most, but he's second in the sense that Harry Maguire has not been good for over 18 months.
you literally after that, I think after Euro
for over 18 months.
Literally, I agree. Still, like after Euros, he's came back and he's been absolute like trash. And for some reason, people are trying to protect against that, or trying to hide that, or trying to say, "Oh, it's not his fault," or he's like, even like his family definitely leak stuff to the press. That's 100%. Like his family are the most chatty patty. Like they'll leak, "Oh, it's not his fault." Oh, he's under like I remember when there was leaking. Oh, he's under so much stress trying to be the perfect captain.
It was leaking dressing room stuff. It was him.
It's like you're working so hard on so much PR to make him seem like the perfect captain and the perfect player, but everybody can see with their eyes like he's not that guy, and he's like genuinely been so crap.
He's not a captain.
What do you want us to do about that? What do you genuinely want us to do about the fact that your brother, your son, your husband, he's been crap? What do you want us to do? Remember, when England fans were booing Maguire, Tottenham came and tweeted something about like, we don't stand with abuse. And it's just like, now is the time when you decide to pipe up. Now is the time. This is where you take your stand at, because now because Pogba got booed at the weekend, they didn't want to say anything. So what you really like, he wasn't booed because of his appearance. He wasn't booed because he took the knee. He wasn't booed because of his religion. He literally just got booed because people think he's been crap. So every time somebody gets booed because they're crap, are you going to stand up and say we don't stand for abuse? You dug yourself for your own hole, making yourself look silly just to protect Harry Maguire. What a play! What a thing to stand on! What a thing to stand on, Harry Maguire. That's where you draw your line. That's crazy to me, man.
When you're playing football and your confidence goes, it's one of the worst things as a footballer. It doesn't matter how good you are, how much technical ability you have. When your confidence goes as a footballer, yeah, it's an awful thing. It's like you start not wanting to receive the ball. That's the worst one, and you look for any excuse to, like, if the manager doesn't start you, you don't complain. It's like, okay, fair enough. That's the worst place to be in as a footballer, because to get that confidence back, it has to be on the pitch. Even if you excel on training, that's training. It has to be on the pitch, and then also, especially when your teammates start to clock, you're not that good still. Then it's a tough place to get out of. So I understand his confidence. He hasn't been this bad, but he was never levels for me in the first place. But I don't think you can't bounce back from this. It's almost impossible to. It's almost because the best thing that could have happened for him is the best.
That's the word. Like, he literally gets every opportunity to bounce back, and every time he needs to have a game where it's a clean run, like it's a good performance, no mistakes. He'll either have a bad performance and make mistakes, or we have a good performance and still make a mistake. So at what point do you just
wash your hands with him, to be fair? I thought when Eric Ten Hag comes in, if Eric Ten Hag comes in, I want to see that's the most interesting situation, because I feel like everything is quite like, okay, stay or go. But with Maguire, it's like you stay, sell, put him on the bench, work. Like there's a lot of things, there's a lot of directions it can go off in, and I don't know how he handles that, because he's very strict apparently.
I don't think he gets sold, because there's already centre backs on our books that we need to get rid of. They're going to be easier to get rid of, like Bailly, Phil Jones.
Bailly's contract longer than his. Because Bailly signed a new one a year.
He signed a new one, but I think Bailly, because of price and suitors, I think he'll have more suitors than Harry Maguire. Yeah. So I think Bailly's gonna go this summer. Phil Jones is gonna go. So they're not gonna get rid of all their centre backs. But again, like, this is the thing. Like, it's such a clean slate where it should be somewhat of a clean slate where the manager comes in and he shouldn't have to pick favorites. Like,
this team, like, you know, when if you're coming into a good team, like the next manager that comes into Liverpool, let's say, like they have to pick Salah,
They're
like
doomed.
they have to pick the likes of Van Dijk, and they have to pick the likes of Trent, and even Henderson. Like, you won't be able to drop Henderson straight away. He won't be able to drop Mane straight away. He won't be able to drop Robertson straight away, even if he wants to, because these are proving themselves, and they're like, we've been quality for time. Like, there's no way you're coming in and like turning up our dressing room saying you don't trust us. Like, we've been hard for time. This Manchester United team, what player can honestly come in if the manager comes in and says, I don't rate you, you don't get an automatic pass? Like
Ronaldo.
what player can say, you know what, that Ronaldo? No. Even Ronaldo next season, if the manager says, I'm not rocking with you like that, like you can still be part of the squad, he should have to accept that. He hasn't been good at this season. Has he been good enough where he should be automatic? Like,
Ronaldo has done what he needs to do in this stage of his career for Manchester United, 100%.
Okay, so I ask again: has his performances, his over, like from what he's given us this season, has he done enough to say I should like, you don't even need to buy another striker? I should be the automatic first choice.
No. You needed to buy another striker anyway. But
okay, so if we buy another striker and that striker's Ten Hag's first choice, that means Ronaldo's gonna have to go to the bench.
But what I'm saying is, he can't just say, "Yeah, Ronaldo, you're not in like Ronaldo's earned his stripes to be in the team."
In the squad, he's
yeah.
In the squad, but I'm talking about.
But there's no one. But you're talking ifs and buts. No one's there right now. They haven't signed a marquee striker.
No, but I'm saying in terms of a manager coming in next season, if that manager says to any of these players, I don't rate you, you're not gonna have an automatic pass. You can say, I don't deserve that. I deserve to be starting every week. What Manchester United player can say that?
None.
No player can automatically say, I need to be starting, because none of them have shown that level.
It's
so
either
it should
Ronaldo
be like,
or De Gea. Those being the two best players this season.
Even De Gea, like, he's got his faults. Like,
Everyone has
we've always said,
everybody has their faults at your club, but those are the main.
That's what I'm saying. So if a manager comes in and he says, I want to replace this player, or I want to improve on this position, no player can really say, I don't deserve that. I deserve to be starting. No player can say that.
Okay.
But other teams, if they're playing well, there'll be no reason for a new manager to come in and say, you can't play for me. Like, it couldn't be that situation at Real Madrid with the likes of Modric, Militao, Benzema. Like, it couldn't be that situation at clubs that are doing well and have players performing. At United, none of these players are performing.
If you're doing well, I don't think you change manager, if I'm being honest.
No, but I'm saying, like, it's in a situation where a manager leaves or whatever. Like,
in what situation? Name a club that's doing well and the manager can leave today, and then the players can say, yeah.
Tottenham, Pochettino, 2018.
Tottenham doing well.
No, Tottenham, Pochettino, 2018. If Pochettino went to Manchester United or went to Real Madrid or whatever, they would have had a squad that was doing well, and they would have needed a new manager.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're playing well, you're playing well. Like, but things happen in football. But I'm just saying, in this case, like, there's nobody in the Manchester United squad that can say they deserve to be starting. There's nobody. So it should be easier for the next manager that comes in to sort of say, even to Harry Maguire, who's the captain of the club, I don't think you need to be an automatic starter. That's it.
Fair enough.
Pep contract expires next season. He could leave. Klopp 2024. Yeah, man, things happen. Football's a very fluid game. You never know what's gonna happen.
Over time.
Man said Klopp 2024. That'll be 10 years. That's crazy.
Over time. Them two are just literally like, to you. They're gonna leave together. Literally.
Holding hands, fam.
They're gonna leave together. They're not gonna. I feel like they'll feel like, yeah, man had to leave to win one. Like if one leaves and then the other one goes to win the Prem, so
don't really count. I'll ask this: Nelson and Sancho, what's the difference? Right now, probably not a lot.
Oh my.
Nelson just louder than damn though, so like that.
One's from Elephant, one's from Kennington.
But Sancho next season he needs to pattern up. He needs to pattern up next season. Like,
remember what you said on like the second game in? He doesn't need to play well, man. There's enough of you. Never forget.
Yeah, the squad that was there at the beginning of the season is not the squad that's here right now, is it?
At the end
You
of the
absolute
season,
tosser. You absolute. Don't try to bring my quotes up to me. I know my quotes.
We have a compilation of Banks' takes at the end of the season, just all put together.
Oh, I'll do that.
From
Do
these
that.
live streams.
I'll even do commentary over the takes. I'll do you know what? Thank you for the video idea.
Horrendous stuff.
But yeah, no, Sancho, you need to pattern up next season, man. I can't. Hopefully, the new manager, new tactics, Sion's gonna refresh that guy, because the way he can just go passive in a game is so jarring. That he started the game attacking the fullback, getting to the byline, putting crosses in, and then it doesn't help that he's got Alex Telles as his left back, because that brother is so slow and doesn't overlap. Telles.
Every time.
Name is Alex Telles, man.
It's not.
Anyway,
yeah.
Enough of this top 4 talk. Is putting me to sleep. These random.
You just go eat your Roundtree randoms talking about putting you to sleep. This is a Roundtree random.
If you want to sponsor TF3,
this guy will never let his Roundtrees go.
Anyway.
If Shem brings a big box of Roundtrees onto TF3 platform, if he gets the big bag from Roundtrees, then I'll just tip my hat to you, because you deserve it. You deserve it.
I'm gonna have no teeth in the next 5 years. Just gums and that. Yeah, let's go, man. We need to go recess. Let's hurry up. Let's round this off.
You got recess? Shem's definitely stepping up.
I know. That's why he's trying to get it done at 12. Anyways, I'm not gonna say much. I
can see his Yeezys in the background. He's getting ready. I can see Yeezys in the background.
Oh, Yeezys. Do you know what he said?
What?
I thought you said you can see his Heelys. I said what?
Heelys, not the Heelys. What you wearing underneath that hoodie? Your outfit. You ready?
Guys, thanks for tuning in to Game Week 33. Thank
you guys for watching us on Bank Holiday Monday. This is true, but that's a lie. Because, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We will see you during the week.
Bang your doors for Banks. Bang your door for Bank.
What we doing next weekend? It's the battle of the best derby.
Oh my god!
In London, in on Twitter, let's say the best
mid off, just the mid off.
Best Twitter derby. What are we doing for that on Saturday?
What, cheeky watch along? Is that what you lot on?
Not me. I'm busy that day, innit? But
damn, man, where you going?
You lot should have got an invite. It's Rodney's birthday on that day. What are you talking about?
What are we doing?
Rodney's birthday.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Did he not send you an invitation?
What?
If
we
not,
got dance. We got dance. Hey, Rodders, what's going on?
He's doing a garden party.
What?
Hello. Hello.
All right, cool.
Get CJ in there. Get CJ. He's not even producing. Man, producers have to produce, and he's not producing.
He's not producing flipping microphones. He's not producing tickets. He's not producing invites. What's going on, Siege? What's going on? I'm having to call Rodney up myself to get my invitation. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm watching that game like somewhere in it. I don't know. I'm watching it, but can't do a watch along. I mean, you guys.
There's no TF3 next week because we're going to a garden party.
Yeah, but that's Saturday. What are you lot talking about? We're still recording on Sunday. I mean, I'm not here on Sunday, innit? But got gold digger duties. But
we'll be out here. We'll be out here.
Man one rave, innit?
Man one rave. Bro, find it out. We ain't make the guest live on live.
You lot are here for the wedding. It's just Shem not coming to the wedding. I've already figured that out. So you lot are here. It's just that one over there is not coming to the wedding. Sorry.
Wait, you're okay. Yeah. This one.
Yeah.
It's right, man. Shem, don't worry. I'll get your propaganda into the wedding, man.
You know in wireless where they broke the fence.
Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next week.
You are now listening to The Final Third.
I think Pepe's so coachable.
Wow, you should be in,
just need to shake him.
You should be in prison. We bailed you out. We bailed you out to come and play this season.